Welcome to Tech and Teach webinars. Our webinar today is about MIE Expert 22-23. It's me, Omnia Ismail, MIE Fellow and Trainer. Don't forget to scan the QR code that will appear during the webinar to get a certificate of attendance and redeem the training code to be part of your achievements. Our agenda of today is what is the MIE Expert Program, Microsoft Learn, the new website for educators, profile URL and transcript, requirements for self-nomination for the first time, and requirements for the current MIEs. And finally, frequent asked questions and resources. What is MIE Expert Program? If it's your first time to hear about it, it's for all educators, all teachers or trainers. If they are passionate about teaching and learning and passionate about trying the latest tools of technology for their students in the classroom or outside the classrooms, they teaching their students the skills they need for the futures, and they're having a great impact in the students' life. And of course, they are delivering the cutting-edge tech instructions for their students. Let's start about the Microsoft Learn new community for all teachers. Here's the new community for all educators. If it's your first time to have an account on it, it's very easy. All you have to do is to click here on Sign In and create an account on it. You will need a Microsoft email or a work or school account. If you want to know more about editing or managing your account, click on your profile photo and choose Profile. Here you will find all the badges that you get, the trophies, reputations, if your answer is accepted or not, if you are following someone or someone is following you. And here is the experience points that you get when you furnish a course or a module. You will find here in the left, activity, the courses that you have finished in the last 7 days, challenges, certifications, question and answers. If you ask it a question in the community or you get an answer on it, your own achievements, and from here you can redeem any code, any training code that you get it if you attend a training, whether this training was in person or online. All you have to do is to click on it and type that training code. And you will find here two things: you're having trophies and badges. You got a trophy after you finish a whole learning path or a module here, and you get a badge when you finish a certain course. What about collections? You get collections here if you saved any course. So if you like any course here in the community, you can save it or add it to your own collections. And finally, here is the transcript of all your achievements or all the courses that you have finished on the Microsoft Learn. To get it, just click on print and you will get a PDF. Why do you have to know that? Because it's part of your self-nomination, you will need it. So click on save and keep it on your own device. What about changing my own profile photo or my URL? Click on your photo again and choose this time settings. You will get here your URL and username. So you can change your URL from here, change your photo or your display name. You can also add another account to your profile. Let's go back now to the courses. If you can't find the courses, you can easily get it from here. Click on Roles and choose Educator. So you will find all the training and courses for teachers. Here you can browse all the passes for educators. Click on it and type a search the name of the course that you wanted, or you can use the filtering from here. If you like any course and you want to keep it for later, click on Save and choose Favorites, or you can create a new collection. Then click on Save. Don't forget that you have to finish 2 modules to be MIE Educator, which is your first step in your journey to be MIE Expert. Now we'll talk about the self-nomination. If you haven't been an MIE Expert before, that's what will you do. First, you will start your journey by becoming a Microsoft Innovative Educator. That's what I have said before. You have to create a Microsoft Learn profile and finish 2 Educator Professional Development modules. What if I am a current MIE Expert? So all you have to do is to renew your application in the Nomination Hub, but you have to finish it quickly before the 7th of July. If you didn't do this step, you will be removed from the program on the 8th of July. Here comes a common questions. What if I was an MIE Expert 2021 or 2019 and I skipped the last year or the previous ones and I didn't join the program? Am I a new MIE Expert or a current MIE Expert? Unfortunately, you will be treated as if you are a new MIE Expert and you will do all the steps again. Now I'll show you how to self-nominate yourself for the first time. After you create a Microsoft Learn profile and complete 2 Educator Professional modules on Microsoft Learn, you will fill the application form. You will go to Microsoft Event Core website and register for the first time. You will create an account using your Facebook, Microsoft account, work or school account, or you can sign in if you have been a Microsoft employee. The next step is to fill in the contact data. Your first name, last name, and your personal email address, and your school or organization email address. And you have to choose here in this option whether you would like all the emails to go to your personal email address or your school and email address. Next, you have to fill in some school informations like the school name, your title, and the website of the school, your current role at the school address, and here is an important things. You have to click and save and submit. Next, click on the Add New Self-Nomination. and you will choose Microsoft Innovative Education Expert. You will find here all your contact data. Just click on Save and Submit. Now you will start your self-nomination, and don't forget, when you finish any data in it, click on Save Progress. It's very important because it's a long applications. So if you forgot to click on Save Progress, you will have to do all the process again. So the first question here is your school as showcase school, incubator school, or neither of them. So please be sure to choose the right answers. And if your school it's showcase or incubator, you will find the name of the school here. Then you will enter the age of your own students, the subjects that you teach at the school, if your students having access to internet or not, if they're having access to internet at the school or at home, and what kind of technology or devices do they have, if they're having mobile phone, laptop, tablets, or they are sharing devices. And this part is about you, your social media accounts like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, your YouTube channel, if you're having a blog or any other social media that is not mentioned before, and how many followers you have on Twitter. What kind of devices or tools that you are using regularly, and what tools or devices does your school provide for you. Here is a part about your professional development. So if you are in any of these edutech communities, if you are certified or an ambassador for any educational website, please just check these boxes. Or if you can't find the website of any educational platforms that is not mentioned here, click on other and type it. Next, you're having another question about Microsoft Learn. If you finish any courses on it, if you did, click on yes, and I advise you to start taking courses on it. And I have showed you before how to get your profile URL. Please copy it as I have showed you and paste it here. Now it's asking you about how many courses that you have finished on Microsoft Educator Center or Microsoft Learn, because they have been merged. Then the transcript that we have downloaded before, please upload it on any platform like OneDrive or Google Drive and get a link, and make sure this link is working for anyone. So you share the link, anyone can view. And how can I make sure that anyone can open my Learn? Simply open incognito or private window, copy the link and paste it here. If it's open here, anyone can open it outside your organization. And you'll find here my way, another simple way telling you how to get your transcript and upload it to your OneDrive. Here comes a survey about Microsoft tools. So in this table is asking you about each Microsoft apps, how frequently you are using them. If you are using them daily or weekly or monthly or rarely or never. So please be honest while answering this survey, because there is no marks on it. Just you want to know how frequent you use these apps, if these apps are useful for educators, they are using them daily, or they need to upgrade some of them. Another survey about MakeCode, Hacking STEM, or Microsoft Imagine Academy, then asking you about the new features that they are in the PowerPoint. Next, you are having another survey about Microsoft Edge browser. And the last thing is asking you about the virtual trips on Flipgrid and the number of grid pals that you are having on your account. Now I'll show you how to get your Flipgrid pals. Click on your profile photo, choose grid pals. Make sure that your account is active, not hidden. You can choose a Flipgrid pals from the map or from the community, subject, or search by name. Phase 2. They are the scored questions. These questions will be marked automatically by Microsoft and you will get the results before the final nomination. It's okay to discuss the answers with other educators as they have mentioned in their applications, and it's not considered cheating. Phase 3. These are the long-form questions. They will be reviewed by the local Microsoft team in your own country, so you can answer them in your own language or in English. The first question here was about if you have been an MIE expert the last year or not. Describe how do you help with the MIE expert community, how do you support others. Describe the impact of the accessibility tools of Microsoft and how they help the students with different needs. The third question is about a series of lessons or units that you are used technology in at, especially the method of 21st century skills. To know more about the 21st century learning design, open Microsoft Learn and click on Rules, choose Educator. You can browse all the passes for educators from here. Type the name of the course. Now you can get more information about the 21st century designs and how can you apply it in your own classroom. Next, here will be a link to an artifact or an evidence that demonstrate or show it how to use technology with your own students, with your own trainees. And it could be a sway, a short video, a Wakelet, whatever you do like, but make sure it works for anyone outside your own organizations. Now it's another question about describing the evidence or the outcomes from your own projects or unit. And another questions about showing how you supported your own learning, how do you make a professional development for yourself, and how you help your other colleagues. Last thing, you can check this box if you'd like to be added to a Microsoft Teams about MIE experts all over the world if you got nominated. And don't forget, if you haven't finished the whole questions in your application, click Save Progress. And if you finish all of them, click on Save and Submit. You will get an email that you have submitted your applications and you will wait for the results. What about self-nomination for current MIE expert who have been nominated last year? First step, log into Microsoft Event Core account. With the same username and password that you have used last year. Second step, check your contact data. If you want to change anything, you can do it, especially if you have changed your workplace. Then click on Save and Submit. Step 3. You will find under Self-nominations your name and your nomination kind, which is MIE Expert, and it's registered. Make sure it's registered, not cancelled. You'll get another button which is called Renew. Please click on it to get renewed. If you didn't do the renewal part, you will be eliminated from the programs in July. Now you have 6 questions that you will have to answer them. It will be reviewed by your local Microsoft Teams, so you can answer them in your mother tongue or English. The first question is about sharing your learning and experience with other educators, and you have to provide detailed of what you shared and your impact on other educators or leaders. Second one, describe any Microsoft tools that you use it to collaborate with your colleagues or learners. Question number 3, which Microsoft tool that your colleagues think you are an expert in it. Next question is about these tools that your friends or colleagues think you are expert in it. So you have to share a story of how you use this tool to support your friends or your own community using it. Number 5, describe how do you support the MIE experts last year, whether they are in your own school, in your own country, or on the global community. And the last question is about 3 plans or 3 ways that you are going to apply next year to support your colleagues, your own MIE community in your own country and or the global MIE community. And don't forget at the end, if you haven't finished your own questions, click on Save Progress. If you have finished all of them, click on Save and Submit. Please scan this QR code and fill in the form to get a certificate of attendance. And you can also redeem this code in Microsoft Learn to get the achievement of this training. And by the end of this webinar, you can use all these free resources in your journey to become an MIE expert, like Wakelet, Thinglink, ways for renewing your nomination or your first nominations, and our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching Teach and Teach webinars.